Hi everyone, so this video is all about your swimming sessions with Do3. So first of all, how many swims do you need to complete? Well, that very much depends on your ability, how much time you have really, I guess. What we usually say to people is swim 2 to 3 times a week as a minimum really. What will happen is if you can't swim frequently enough, you just kind of won't get those improvements that you could possibly get if you swim a little bit more. So if you can actually swim 3 times a week, that would be a really good place to start. Similarly, of course, if you're limited by time, then purely do as much as you can. It's as simple as that, really. The better you get as a swimmer, then the more you're going to have to swim. So really good level swimmers will be swimming almost every day, sometimes even twice a day. So it gets to that kind of level. So the more you can swim, the better. But just start nice and steadily, and like I said before, 2 to 3 times a week would be ideal. Now, what you'll find with the Do3 swim programs is that they do have some terminology in there you might not be sure about. Now, this is always going to be the case with new programs like this. Swimming can be a little bit technical in terms of names of things and names of drills and all that kind of stuff. So you will get a little bit confused by the terminology sometimes. So what we're going to do is we'll post a link below about some of the key words and the key terms that you might come up, just to give you a bit of clarity. So have a look out for those links. And again, as always, ask some questions in the group if you are not sure, because if you don't know, then there'll be plenty of people around that do. Swim with others. So swimming can sometimes be a little bit dull, especially if you're swimming by yourself a lot. So that's one of the reasons that the swim squads, Do3 swim squads, are really popular. Obviously, if you can't get to one of our squads, the next best thing is to just swim with some friends or someone else who's on commit. So if you want to arrange a swim session, then obviously feel free to use the group to arrange that and get a group of you together and swim in a public session doing the swim session. That's absolutely fine. You'll find it much more enjoyable and interesting and challenging, and you'll get much more out of it if you swim with others. So try and do that if you can. Try and get along to squad, because there's nothing quite like swimming with the squad on a regular basis, and that will certainly help you improve. In terms of technique, obviously we can't see you swim, so there's very little that we can do to kind of help you directly with technique. What you can do is, if you book into a swim squad session, we can do what we can to have a look at you during swim squads and give you some fairly basic advice during the swim squad sessions. We also have some one-to-one sessions that are available too. We do video analysis, so if you think you're at the point where you want someone to have a look at you really closely with the video cameras and things, and we sit down together and actually kind of go through the footage together, then get in touch if that's the kind of thing you might be interested in. But for now, just focus on getting some good quality training sessions done and getting your swim fitness up to a good level. In general terms, your fitness will trump your technique. So if you're really in good swim condition, then technique almost becomes a secondary kind of element to it. So really focus on the fitness, and then we can deal with the technique a little bit further along the line. There will be some drills built into the training program, which are designed there to capture some of the main faults that we see with people. So kind of alignment and breathing and kicking and head position, that kind of thing. So you will get some natural drills which will help you as part of the actual the general training sessions. But in terms of individual technique, then try and get along to one of the swim squad sessions, or look at the video analysis sessions. Timing methods, that can be quite complicated, and there's a separate video about timing methods. When I say complicated, it's complicated when you first see it, but once you get used to it, it's quite straightforward. So there will be terminology again within the training sessions which you may not understand if you've never seen it before, but again, watch the other video. We'll put the link below. Watch the other video and it will explain how to work out how we use our timing system. Okay, so don't worry too much about that for now. If you're not sure, if you want to crack on with the swimming, then just do the best you can and give the intervals a decent solid effort. But as soon as you can, try and find out about the timing if you can, because it'll put so much more quality into your swimming sessions. Drills we've already spoken about, so we will be putting some links in the descriptions below about how you can find out about a little bit more about specific drills. Again, squad, we can go through those with you. And just while we think about it, actually, the swim squad sessions that you do are exactly the same as what we'll be doing in the kind of live squad sessions. So when you do your Do3 commit swimming sessions and you see them come up in Training Peaks, then they will be the same as what we're doing on a daily basis. So if you decide to turn up to Swim Squad, that'll be the session you'll do. So they are aligned intentionally for those reasons. Okay, so next thing then, kit. You will need some swim training aids. They're not expensive, and they will really help you progress. And obviously, you'll be asked to use the kit during the sessions themselves. So I'm just going to run through some bits and bobs now with you, so you can get an idea about what it is that we need you to get hold of. So first of all, we're going to start off with the fins. Got these things all next to me here. Start off with the fins. So we recommend these. These are the Finis floating fins. Where are we going? This way. Finis floating fins. They're available on Amazon. They're about £20. Just make sure you get the right size. They're fairly kind of forgiving in terms of flexibility. They've got US and Euro and Australian sizes on them. They haven't got UK on. I generally look at the Australian size because I think that's pretty much the same as UK. So these are 7 to 9 UK. So if you notice, these are long fins. They're not little short kick fins, and we use these for drills. So sometimes we call them drill fins. They give you a lot of propulsion for not a huge amount of effort. All right, so they're the fins. So that's what you need to look for. Well, so we've got tempo trainer. So this, where are we? Here is a Finis tempo trainer. Okay, so what this does is helps you time your training sessions. You can just see that on there. Look, so that's set to 39 at the moment. That would beep every 39 seconds. So if you're in you're in a 33 meter pool. That would beep every 39 seconds, and if that was your particular pace, then it would beep the end of every lane. The end of every length. So that would make sure you're on pace. So we use those quite a lot. Again, available on Amazon, and we'll put some links below for you to click and pick those up. These are fairly expensive. They're about 50 quid, but they do vary in price. So keep on checking on Amazon. We do recommend that you get a swim cap. This is obviously a Do3 one. There we go, beeping. This is obviously a Do3 one. Swim cap is important because lots of the squad, and you will probably decide to do the same too, will wear these underneath the cap so it presses against your head so you can hear it beep. All right, so get yourself a swim cap. If you come to squad, you'll get one for free anyway. All right, so swim cap's really important too. If you really object to wearing swim caps, some people really don't like them, then the tempo trainers do come with a little clip thing which allows you to clip onto your goggle strap. Okay, so they're the options. But again, there's another video to talk about how you set these up and timing and that kind of thing later on in the week. So have a look for that. Give us a shout if you can't find it. All right, so that's the tempo trainer, and that's the swim cap. What else have we got? So hand paddles. There's all sorts of different hand paddles on the market. We will do a video all about hand paddles in isolation because there's masses of them. There's quite a lot to know about them. But in simple terms, and just for now, just get these ones. I recommend you get these ones just to start off with. These are called Finis agility paddles. Again, they're on Amazon. I think they're about 15 or 16 pounds or something like that. And you simply put your hand in, and this will allow you to get hold of the water and work on your strength and a little bit of stroke technique with these. All right, so Finis agility paddles. They come in 3 sizes, and you can tell the difference by the dot that's on here. So these are 2 dots. These are medium-sized ones. You get 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot. And the way you figure out the size, obviously it's difficult to do this if you're buying it remotely, but you might have to do a bit of trial and error. Maybe start off with the 2s, unless you think you've got particularly small hands, is they should be a little tiny bit bigger than your hand. See my middle finger sticking up a little bit there, but not too bad. More or less the same size as your hand. Okay, so get yourself a pair of those because you'll be using those quite a lot. And again, I will be doing another video on different types of hand paddles because we do recommend other types to certain swimmers once we've seen them swim. Because all hand paddles all do slightly different things. Right, so that's the hand paddles. Pool boy. So if you haven't used one of these before, this is Howard's. Howard's pull buoy. Don't know how I've ended up with this, but anyway. So this sits between your legs and keeps your bum and your hips up. Helps you have a little bit of extra buoyancy. We use these quite a lot because what it does is it switches the legs off. You don't kick with these, and allows you to really focus on the front end of the stroke, keep your heart rate down, and do some good technique work with these. So there's various different types of these. Again, these Finis ones are kind of medium size. Some people need bigger and more flotation. Some people need less, but these are a good starting point. So all of the kit I've shown you today is from Finis. All right, so have a look at those, and again, links below down there. You may finally see some swimmers with little heart rate monitors. We've started using polar heart rate monitors with some of the squad. It's a matter for yourself whether you get one of those or not. Probably at this stage, well, certainly at this stage, it's not really needed. But if you want to really kind of deep dive down into your swim training, then that's certainly something for you to consider. So that's that. All right, so kit then. That's pretty much all you need to start. I'm just whizzing through this, see if there's anything else, see what I've forgotten. Yeah, I think it's covered pretty much everything there. So give us a shout if anything else crops up, and I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.